Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out a new moving van. It's right here behind me. It's a 2014 Freightliner with a US truck body. It has 102,000 miles and it's also an extended cab. And that's basically why we wanted to come out and take a look. Being that this unit's coming off a lease, it piques my interest because it's a fleet maintained vehicle, but that doesn't mean that it was actually treated nicely by the drivers who drove it. We'll take a look in a second. First impression, it's a pretty standard moving van, but I'm going to turn the lights on so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So we're in the back of the truck now, and there's a few things I want to point out that make me a little nervous about this particular unit. As you can see down here, along the baseboard, there's a lot of water damage. And then you come up here a little bit further, the water damage even resulted in some mold beginning to form. Up here on the roof, we're starting to see a separation between the supports and the roof itself, and not everywhere. It just seems to be on the passenger side of the vehicle. If you look at the corner caps closely, you can see that they've been siliconed recently. Leads me to believe that somebody had damaged the front of this truck at some point in time, letting all that water in. At the front of the peak here, you can see that there's a lot of water damage and mold beginning to form. And that's no good right there at all. The water damage continues all the way through to the length of the body on both sides here. As you can see up here, the roof is beginning to corrode, leading me to believe that there's more than just the water damage in the front. There's something going on here that will need addressed. Looking at the back of the vehicle, it is nice to see that this is galvanized steel to prevent corrosion, and it's on the outside as well. That's a very nice feature of this truck. This one also has a side door on this side as well, whereas some of the other units did not. So I can already tell that the door is constructed nicely. We got 5 of these hinges. That beats out most standard body trucks, and they're also galvanized, so they're not going to rust out on you. Come around to the rear. Everything back here is going to be galvanized as well. It's a nice truck, good unit. It's really weird though that it's missing the skirt in the rear. Again, this side's very much the same, except the walkboard is located on the other side. And you're going to have your side door back here. Typically on moving trucks, you're going to have one door on the driver's side and the rear like this one is here. And on the other side, you're going to have big barn doors. So that is a little out of the ordinary on this vehicle, but it came from a corporate lease from a corporate company and not a van line or anything like that. Okay, time to take a look inside. So we grabbed the fisheye lens to show you guys just how much room is inside of this thing here. And it doesn't really look like there's too much room here. I mean, I'm sure that seat slides forward here, but you can't even get your fist in there. So, not a lot of legroom for the guys in the back seat, but all in all, it's a pretty decent truck. Up here, on other models, you'd have a CB. So I'm a pretty tall guy, and there's a ton, absolute ton of headroom here. You have room for 5 men. So your crew chief and all your labor. Thanks for taking the time to check out the video. If you like it, subscribe to the channel. We'll keep you updated on how this search for a new moving van goes. After checking the truck out, we've decided that this is not going to be the unit for us. We're a big fan of Kentucky. The US truck bodies just, they don't hold a candle to it. The quality just doesn't seem like it's there. As you can see inside the truck body itself, it's almost falling apart, and it's only a few years old. So even though we wanted the cab like this, we're going to go with a better body that's going to last us a little bit longer.